Good morning, everyone. We are here in Jönköping, Sweden for the Season 1 Championships. So we're at the Riot booth here with our Spin to Win board. You can take a spin here and get some cool things like stickers, a Riot fist bump. There's a free one for you. A Demacian war cry, which we will have a demonstration right here. 1, 2, 3, Demacia, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Demacia!
Woo! Awesome. And the best of all, you can spin the wheel for a free, oh, it's not on here right now. So we're having a free DreamHack Tryndamere skin. You can get your exclusive here this weekend, and you can get it for free. You just spin our board and hang out. Come on over and see our swag. Here's Andrew Beagle, also known as Tamit, and Leo from the EU office. And best of all, every afternoon we're doing a Rioters versus DreamHack match. So come here, fill out a card, and we'll have a raffle, and you can play one of us 5 Rioters, including David Freak Turley. You can tell him to get on your level, which is awesome. And it's going to be a lot of fun, so come on over. We're on the DreamHack floor, and come join us. And now over to Traveler.
Hey guys, Traveler here, and I'm over in the free play area. Not open yet, but it will be open soon. And some of you guys over there can come play some League of Legends. We also have our writers over here. Hey guys, photographers, what's up? So the writers will be giving us a play-by-play on the web, and that's it for over here. Let's go talk to Daniel, who's going to be talking programming.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the tournament area. All the blood, sweat, and tears and all the hard work and emotion here to be poured out on this playing field here. 5v5 Summoner's Rift to go down. Myself, Rivington III, and Xenon here to bring some of the action to you this weekend. Everybody's getting set up on their beautiful Alienware laptops, just getting ready. What was the long road for these guys, Xenon?
There were 3 qualifiers that these people had to go through: a European qualifier, a North American qualifier, and a Southeast Asian qualifier. And all of them were really, really hard fought. And we have the first 4 teams setting up here right now. This is Group A. These are the first group matches we're going to see. We see Epik Gaming set up here right now. And they are going to face the Titans from Europe, AAA, who are about to get ready over here. And for later in the day, we have Team Pacific versus Fnatic, who are also set up and ready. Rivington, this is where it's going to be decided. This is where the $100,000 prize purse is going to be won, or not won, as the case may be. This is where it's going to go down, and I think we're going to give over to Freak and Joe Miller in the casting booth now.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the League of Legends, my own game, I can't say it right. League of Legends Season 1 $100,000 Championship, the global finals. I'm David Freak Turley. I'm joined here with Joe Miller. Hello. Hello. And we are at DreamHack Summer 2011 in Jönköping, Sweden, and I cannot be happier to be here. This is an incredibly crazy event. We have thousands of people watching online, hundreds of people watching here in person, and more are going to come in over the course of the days. We've got dozens of best of 3s to be played. We've got dozens of games. 8 teams, the best in the world. We're getting the first one started out very, very shortly. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, and it's going to be a little bit of something close to our hearts, I would say. North America versus Europe, of course, against All Authority, against Epik. And Freak, obviously, we will be starting off with Group A, first of all, today. We'll be moving over later into Group B. And in a little while, we'll be able to show you that schedule that we've got coming up for the first games of the day in Group A. But Epik versus AAA, an amazing, amazing game to start off with.
Yeah, I really couldn't be happier with the first game of the day. We've got the very top seed from Europe against All Authority, French team, well, 4 French plus 1, against Epik Gaming, who have been a really cool sleeper hit from North America. They're the #2 seed, American team, and they're kind of known to get silver medals, is the funny thing. Last year at World Cyber Games USA, they lost to CLG in a really, really close final for the trip to WCG World. And then here in the North American qualifiers, they got 2nd place again, where they made it all the way through the winner bracket, and then Solamid just beat him out at the very end. So a silver medal team so far, but I'm really looking forward to this. Of course, it is North America versus Europe. I'm stuttering like a madman, and it's going to be just crazy awesome.
Well, let's take a look at the schedule for Group A that we'll be bringing you first of all here on the League of Legends stream from the Championship. So, yeah, as we said, Against All Authority versus Epik Gaming will be match number 1. Then we'll be moving over onto Fnatic versus Team Pacific. And obviously a lot of people really excited to see one of these Southeast Asian teams in action, see how they're going to do, and maybe even more importantly, how they, you know, what kind of style they bring. Are they going to pull out some crazy things that we don't regularly see from Europe or North America?
I'm not sure so much about what strategies guys are preparing. Of course, if we ask them, oh, what secret strategy do you have for the next match? They're not going to tell us. They're not going to tell us, right? So if we're like, hey, so AAA, what's your lineup going to be? And they're like, oh, you know, 5 Fiddlesticks is mid, obviously. And I'm just going to believe them, right? Because they know better than I do. But though a couple of the teams are actually known for running some special strategies. Epik Gaming actually specifically runs slightly off-kilt lineups. In Group B, Gamed DE is known for some special picks as well. So those are I think, the teams to watch for super innovation. But also the Southeast Asian teams, we haven't seen play at all. We have almost no knowledge of the real strategies, aside from a couple interviews we've had with the players. Team Zan seems to like Pantheon, and there's a thread about that on the forums, and people were like, Pantheon, please. But, you know, last year people were like, Twisted Fate, who plays him? And, you know, he proved to be quite powerful still. So we're probably going to see a lot of really new innovations and cool strategies. I was actually watching Fnatic play just like 5 minutes ago, and I saw a little secret champion they had a little prepared there. So we're going to see if that plays out in Group A, actually. Fnatic's the 3rd seed, so we'll be actually seeing them next game. So I'm very intrigued to see what the special strategies are that might show up.
Yeah, just to give you a little bit of a rundown, in the group stage it will be best of 1 game. So, you know, it's all or nothing in the group stage on each game. As we move through into the playoffs, obviously, which will be coming up tomorrow and also Monday, then we'll be moving into the best of 3 format. So, really, this group stage, you lose 1 game and you could be in a little bit of trouble. So, I think we'll see some safe play, but maybe from those underdog teams, something a little bit risky to beat out the, you know, the favorites of the groups. Yeah, and the way the groups work right here is you know, it's 4 teams per group. And the number 1 seed out of the group, if you win all your games, you're guaranteed top 4. You're guaranteed into the double elimination tournament. It's going to work really well for you. You're guaranteed top 4. You're guaranteed to make it if you go 3-0. Done. If you go 0-3, if you're last place, you're out of the tournament. And we're playing both groups today. So Group A and Group B, the 4th seed from each, going home. Well, not going home. I mean, the flights are still later in the week, but they're done for the tournament. So at the end of today, we're going to have a guaranteed top 4 team and a guaranteed out of the tournament team from each group. Then from there, we have the 2nd and 3rd seeds. And basically, they're doing a little crisscross pattern here, where the 2nd seed from Group A is going to play the 3rd from Group B, and vice versa. And the winner of those matches, those 2 matches, are also going into the double elimination group stage. So you really, really, really want Seed 1. Seed 2 gives you an advantage in that relegation match against the other group. So you want to do as well as you can, obviously. If you lose 1 match, you're not out at all. I mean, you can still get 2-1, you can still get 2nd seed, or you can have a 3-way tie and still get 1st. There's 100 different things that can happen in the groups, but obviously everyone wants to win. So let's talk about this game a little bit more in depth. Freak, who's your favorite for this Epik against All Authority clash? It's going to be close. So I'm going to put this out here right away. We're in Europe and I'll get booed for it, but I'm American and I'm going to cheer for the North American teams. I really, I know. I really do want to cheer for the Southeast Asian teams. I'm a huge fan of underdogs. If you haven't been proven, if you're all heart and no results, I want you to win. I want you to do well. And I would love to see Zan and Pacific just crush faces and go 3-0 in 12-minute games. And it's going to be crazy. And so, who do I think is going to win? I mean, Against All Authority is the number 1 seed, right? If I'm going to consider both continents equal, the number 1 seed should beat number 2. So I think AAA are the favorites, but I'm going to pull for Epik, and then the next game I'm going to pull for Team Pacific. Well, there we go then. I guess I'm with Against All Authority, which is not such a bad deal for me. But before we go into the game, we've got Karen in the pro gaming area, and she's going to interview the teams.
Hello, I'm here with a member of Team Fnatic playing in Group A today. Would you introduce yourself for all our viewers?
Yes, I'm Sushi. I'm from Poland, and I play for Fnatic for around half a year at the moment. And I'm pretty happy that I'm in this team. I love the guys, totally. Yes.
Great, we're so happy that you're here. And I heard you have a little bit of a special sauce that you brought for the match. Could you explain that for us?
Well, I was gonna bring that, but the security at the airport didn't let me move that through the plane, and sadly I don't have my homemade brew, but at the Germany, at IMM, I had some, and guys said it's really delicious.
Wonderful. And what did you do to prepare for this match?
Because the servers were kind of failing on the Europe side, So we had to practice individually in the solo queue. Like Lamia was duo queuing with Melisande to practice their bottom lane, and me, Pekka, and Cyanide were practicing our champions in solo queue as well.
Great. I mean, you guys are so awesome. You don't need to practice anyway, right? You guys got this.
Well, you cannot say you don't need practice. You always can get better. There's always someone better than you, so it's good to train, and yeah.
Great. And what is, do you guys have like a team motto for the weekend? Like, what do you guys, what is your goal here at DreamHack?
Well, we obviously want to win, like everyone, and we hope we can manage to do that and give a good performance for fans and stuff.
Great. Well, best of luck. Thanks for talking to us, and have fun.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, and welcome back to the casting booth. We are here getting ready to go the very first game of the tournament against All Authority versus Epik Gaming. And this is really going to set the stage, I think, for the North America-Europe rivalry, for the tournament in general. These are two of the top teams, number 1 and number 2 seed from two of the regions. And I really just can't wait to see it. I really have nothing else to say except I just can't wait to see it.
Yeah, the first game of the tournament always one which could pull out a few surprises. The teams have not played at all really today. Obviously, some of them had a little bit of a warm-up, but mostly they're coming into this one cold. And a first seed from Europe against second seed from North America, an amazing matchup. And I think we are ready to go with this one. Actually, yeah, Epik said they're ready. Against All Authority said they're ready, and we're going to go into the picks and bans.
Yep, just waiting for host to click start on the game. Looks like Salce is the one, and we are into champion select. So here we go. The game is started. The team's going to have 30 seconds apiece to ban champions. So let me give you a quick overview of how the tournament draft works. So there are 2 teams, 5 players per team, and you draft the champions. You can see on the screen here, there's a list of, I believe it's 76 champions in this build. For those who play League of Legends, this is the current live build minus Orianna. Orianna's not available, but all the rest of the champions, all the balance changes, the skins, all available to be used. And so the way this works, if you're playing in competitive play in this tournament, you can ban out champions. So each team gets 3 bans. You can see Akali on the left-hand side, Rumble on the other. These teams are banning out champions that the other team and their own team can't play them. They're not eligible to be played in that game. This changes if you have a best of 3, you do a new set of bans. So after each team bans 3 champions, you then have a pick cycle. AAA will pick 1, Epik will pick 2, and it'll go 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. I said one too many 2s there, but the point is, you take turns picking your 5 champions, and you can see that they're saying, AAA does not want to fight Akali, and this is great. I love seeing these. Akali is a targeted ban. Westrice on North American servers is known for playing Akali. He's an incredibly strong Akali player. And the very first ban against All Authority, no, not dealing with Akali, no thank you. And you can see Epik is banning Rumble. Rumble is a champion that's known to be so strong in the European servers. North Americans are just barely learning to play him now, and they're not feeling confident with that right there. So they're banning out Rumble, saying we're not going to deal with that. You look at the rest of these bans. Akali, Rumble, Vladimir, Needle is again a targeted ban. Nunu is a very strong jungler, and then Twisted Fate, the very last ban from Epik. So a pretty good range of bans. And right away, the very first pick is Jungle Amumu. Jungle, he has that Smite Summoner spell that lets him deal a lot of damage to a single target, usually jungle minions. And he's got Flash as well, which is a good summoner spell for positioning. It lets you move about 1/3 of the screen wherever you want across the map. And Amumu is a very position-based champion, so he's really going to push in for those locations. You see the early picks from Epik are Janna and Vayne. Vayne, a ranged carry, physical damage dealing champion. Janna, a great babysitter and support for physical damage. She has a shield that not only blocks damage, but gives you bonus damage as well, and Vayne's going to really love having that. And one of the things in League of Legends is not only do you pick a champion, but you pick summoner spells, which means that you actually, as a player, have 2 of roughly 12 spells that you can pick, and no matter what champion you have, you can cast those spells on moderate to long cooldowns that do cool things. So Flash teleports you, Ghost makes you run fast, Clairvoyance reveals the location on the map. We look at more of these picks, and Karthus, an early pick as well, a very strong mage pick. And might be MoMa playing him, but just a very strong mage, does magic damage in contrast to what Vayne's going to be doing. Just extremely high damage champion, and a pretty good synergy with Amumu as well, who can pin targets down in a location, and then Karthus can just pelt on those guys and deal constant damage.
Yeah, and we see there Kujaa will actually take Miss Fortune, who obviously a big AD carry champion who's going to be played out by Kujaa, and we'll now move over obviously to Epik, who will be picking their first jungler, which will be coming in the form of Warwick, there with obviously with Smite on Dinh.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, we have 3 flashes on each team.